The next kind is top-down or analogous estimating. It's based on comparisons in similar projects and or parametric models that are often used to extrapolate data from one project to fit another. Many estimators who comes from that field would have a book reference that they procure and sites that they visit where they can get a sense of how long it takes to perform certain jobs. And these are products of surveys and data gathering to try to understand based on the size of the effort, the size of the company, how long or how much something would take. That is a top-down or analogous estimate. It's accurate to around 10 to 25%, plus or minus. It's good enough for planning. It's good enough for a final estimate. And the last kind of estimate is the bottom-up estimate. The bottom estimate is basically it's the most accurate as it gets. When it comes to estimating, it's based on the lowest level of the WBS. You put the durations across them. You do your network diagram to determine the critical path, and then you roll it up and figure out what that is, and together you will be able to come up with the baseline project budget or project duration. And this is typically how it's done. Now think about your company in the very beginning. What you're really given is what you're really given in the early part of a project is sort of a ROM estimate, right? Typically deadline based on need, based on when I need to have it by, and not so much as a function of whether it can be done based on bottom-up estimates. And the bottom-up estimates are used to validate and check whether or not we are sizing the project according to the vision of the people who initiated it. For example of this is, I'm oversimplifying here, where we need to move our offices and we need to move 1,000 people into a building in 6 months. So when we talk about 6 months, are we really going to construct? Are we going to buy a site, and then are we going to go and construct and then equip, put power in it, and then put furniture in 6 months? Or does the 6 months target that we were given as a deadline really represents we have to go out there and buy an existing building? So when you look at that build or buy decision, it is driven by the fact that you looked at the deadlines that were given to you, and when you build your bottom-up plans, as I just described it, you'll be able to vet whether your plans are according to what your stakeholders are thinking.